Speaking in truth, you know how I do. If you guys are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys are not, you already know what to do. You know to spew hashtag justice for Alicia Smiley off into the comment section for your girl. I surely, surely, surely would appreciate it. Okay. Um, I would like to ask anybody who comes to this channel to check out the description bar. Let me see if I can even get into my description bar right quick. Let's see. In the description bar, there will be though a link for you guys to demand DNA, to demand sign the petition to demand DNA because it would be greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. So I'm just here right now. I don't really know what this is gonna be. It's been a minute since I've been live, y'all, but it's only been a minute because I've been working and it's been hectic. Shit's been fucking hectic, okay? But not in a bad way. I just been busy. That's the better way to put it. I've been busy because I'm not going to say hectic because nothing has really been like overbearing or just, you know what I'm saying? Nothing has really been like hard to deal with, right? So, it is what it is. What's up? What's up? Natalie Hammer Time. Okay, justice is here. Hashtag justice is here. Hashtag justice for Alicia Smiley 2025. Hashtag bird watching bitch and hashtag a bitch love books. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. I just want to shout out to the two members of the show. I don't know who you are because I didn't look, but I know that I have two members that have stuck with me through like me being inconsistent, like as far as like posting on YouTube. I'm not an inconsistent person, but shit be happening. And I explained to y'all, well, maybe not my new members, but I did explain to y'all that you know, if you're a real chosen one, you're not gonna have time to be sitting and going live every fucking day and making videos and shit because you're gonna be going through shit. You're gonna be learning your lessons, you're gonna be healing, you're gonna go through whatever it is the spirit has you going through. So you're not gonna be able to really have time to post shit every day. I know there's a lot of readers that do, but they probably ain't getting hit with the real spiritual warfare because if they got time to sit up there and read energies and not focus on what the hell is going on in their life, then they probably have, you know, a little bit easier of a road than me. So I appreciate you guys for just being there. But what's been up with y'all? What's been up with y'all? Shout out to the Mod Squad of Truth. Justice for Alicia Smiley 2025. My girl LH is in the building. I'm so proud of you and watching your growth and your transformation. Okay, just on Facebook. Like, I like the way you're moving. I like the way you move. I do, LH. I really do. Because it's like, you like, I don't like my body. I'm finna change that shit. I want to make more money. I'm finna open up this business. I'm finna get these contracts. I'm finna do this shit. I love the way that you're moving. And it's really going to manifest something for you. I promise you. Because you're literally putting in the work, my beautiful sister. And I love to see it. Okay. Your transformation, just body wise, is amazing. Okay. I just want you to know that, LH. Just that right there is just like in your mind, you was like, I don't like this. I'm going to manifest my new body. I'm going to create this. I'm going to stick with it. And you did it, girl. You did it. And you look good. Okay? You look good. Okay? So that's what's up. That's what's up. I don't know what this is going to be. I like just literally got off work. My work schedule has been like so hectic. Well, I ain't just literally get off work. I've been off work for like an hour and a half. But I need to eat and I need to like relax a little bit, you know? But anyways, you said hashtag gratitude, hashtag soul tribe, hashtag loyalty, hashtag truth gang, hashtag mod squad of truth, hashtag justice for Alicia Smiley 2025. We're still on that, okay? So if you guys would like to help me in any way, you can sign the petition to demand DNA and demand justice, okay? I don't ask for no money or nothing like that, but I do need justice in my situation. I got a little weed in my mouth. So after my last live, somebody had emailed me. And I meant to make a video about it, but I didn't. So I'll just answer your question in case you come across this live or whatever, you know. Somebody was asking me, what does it mean if they don't hear that inner voice? Remember on the last live how I was saying, like, your higher self is that inner voice that, you know, is going to tell you go left and then you end up going right. And then when you go right, something bad happens. And then, you know, you're like, damn, something told me to go left. And how that's the guiding you. You get what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Please sign the petition. The link is right there. I'm going to pin that comment. Okay. So somebody had emailed me basically asking me, you know, what if you don't have that inner dialogue? What if you don't have that? Okay. So this is the answer to that. Then you don't have a soul. You don't have a consciousness. Okay. There are people out here that don't have a consciousness where they they don't have an inner dialogue where they don't hear themselves or higher selves or anything any type of dialogue within themselves. They don't hear that. They just kind of walk the earth, you know, without the inner guidance, the inner compass that's going to tell them, hey, you need to go left, you need to do this, you need to do that. So if that is you, then you're part of the matrix. I'm sorry to say that. And I didn't want to and I'm really sorry to say it because favor isn't fair. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, if you don't have an inner dialogue at all, then that means that you're an NPC. You're just a part of the matrix, and you would be one of those people that I was talking about that basically when you die, you just dead, you're going to see black, because you don't have anything beyond the physical reality, right? So if you have that inner dialogue, that means that you have some type of soul. Okay, you have some type of consciousness in which you're receiving dialogue or downloads, whatever you want to call it, from another realm to guide you, right? So if you don't have that voice, then you just here on Earth, okay? That's just what that is, you know? So I wanted to address that because I definitely was going to make a little video about it, you know? Thank you for blocking the message. Because that was weird, the sprite of a man. I think they sounded stupid anyways. They can't even spell spirit right. I think they was talking about spirit, but you know. Hey, 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 Miss Rain. Justice for baby Schmally until it's done physically. Okay, gang, gang, gang. Okay. Hashtag Truth Gang chat, Truth Gang mods, and Ashe. Okay. I feel like it's getting done physically. Honestly, I feel like sometimes when we are going so hard for ourselves or whatever, we got to step back and we got to allow the spirit to do what they do. We don't want to be so overzealous and me trying to prove my point in my case or whatever when the truth is already spoken. That's why I kind of said when I came back this time to the internet, like, look, all the truth that needed to be spoken concerning me being this missing child has been spoken. All the people need to do is literally just go watch the videos. The truth is there. You know what I'm saying? And then we just gonna like kind of move on or whatever. But I feel like the physical truth is definitely is being exposed as far as my situation or whatever. I definitely have received downloads concerning this family that kidnapped me or whatever. A lot of them are dying. A lot of them are sick. A lot of them are receiving indictments. A lot of them are losing everything that they have. And that's justice for me. You get what I'm saying? But I would like to see this shit on every fucking TV screen. What happened to me? I would like to see it on every TV screen. I want their faces plastered on every fucking TV screens as sex traffickers, human traffickers, and the people that kidnap me, okay? So, but I feel like that's going to happen because I am feeling that behind the scenes that this is really what's going on, even though I don't have any communication with these people at all, okay? You said, what you say, girl? Let me go back a little bit. You said, it is poo. Okay, spirit is cleaning the residue of our past. Justice is here now. That's facts. Hashtag justice is here. What's up, TY Rose? Up in the building. Shout out to the Mod Squad of Truth. Hashtag Sweetest Taboo. Hashtag Church. Hashtag Luminous. Hashtag Individual Walks. Hashtag Mod Squad of Truth. Hashtag Understanding Truth. Hashtag Flourish. Hashtag Quick Turnaround. And hashtag Brand New Universe. I like that as well. Hashtag Loyalty, because like I said, I really do appreciate y'all loyalty. I noticed that when I go live, right, I'll gain some subscribers and then I'll take forever to come back live and then I'll lose some subscribers. But I stay at like around a steady pace of people. It might just be 1 or 2, 2 or 3. And when I see those 2 subscribers, 3 subscribers leave, I'm figuring they're trolls and they're tired of fucking waiting on me to come back so they can troll me. Or these people, they just unwell. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I appreciate y'all loyalty. Okay, for real, for real. Hashtag loyalty, okay? Sup, Truth Gang? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm doing good, y'all. I've been taking my healing journey into account, you know. And that's another download that I have too. We ain't got no cards, but we do have cards, but we ain't pulling them out yet. But there is gonna be like some people that come into y'all lives, right, in the midst of your healing journey, right? And they're gonna come in and they're literally there to test you. Right. And these tests might be harsh. Like these people come in. It could be people from your past. It could be brand new people, but these people are going to be carrying the same energy from your past. Okay. So you got to be really, really careful with that shit. Whole new person come in, right? But then they start lying. They start manipulating. They start doing shit that energy that you've already experienced, whether that's a new person or not, we got to cut these people off because unless you're trying to go back into that cycle, you need to be aware that the person is new, but the energy is the same. You get what I'm saying? So y'all got to be careful because as y'all are healing, as y'all are getting where y'all trying to go on y'all individual walks, individual journeys, you're going to have these people that come in and their sole purpose is just to throw y'all ass off. Okay. It's just to throw you off. They can come as lovers. They can come as friends. They can come as coworkers. They can come as anybody. Okay. But as soon as you start to recognize that old energy, if you don't want to go through a repeated cycle where you're being abused, misused, neglected and shit, I don't give a fuck if the person is new. Don't give them chances, okay? Do not give them chance after chance after chance. Just don't. What's up, Flow Money? Love all the way from VA. Okay, okay, okay. Shout out to VA. Is it, what, isn't it 2 Virginias? Is it 2 Virginias? Or is it just 1? Or is that only South Virginia? What, is it 1 Virginia or 2? Don't think I'm stupid, y'all. I just don't be like paying fucking attention. I don't know. That could be Carolina though, North Carolina, South Carolina. But I know Virginia is like close somewhere around there. I got into that car accident in Virginia. Scary shit. It said, you're in West Virginia and Virginia. Okay. I feel like something just bit me right here. Oh, it's a little bump right there. It could be this weed though, because every time I roll weed, I feel like I'm allergic to it, even though I still smoke it. Because if I roll some weed and then I touch my face, then my face will start breaking out. Or whatever. So I'm in VA, baby. Okay. I'm in the United States, y'all. I can't tell y'all where I'm at, but I'm in the US. We might tap in and get a message. I don't see why not. So it might be whatever you use to roll up. Pass that Dutch. Pass that Dutch. Pass that Dutch. Pass that Dutch. But y'all know I be switching it up because I like to smoke papers too. But because I don't smoke Newports no more, you know, I like to have me a little tobacco so it can be like a little kick to it. Some people be mixing that grabba in their shit. I don't even know why. I don't know. I don't know. I can't get with it. I cannot get with it. Okay? But we'll probably get a message. I don't know. You say, yo, do this, do it. I didn't know what I wanted to come with, y'all. I just know I wanted to show my face on the internet today. Because I know I got to work these 2 shifts on the weekend, and they finna be treacherous, okay? You say use a paper and put a small strip of leaf down the middle of the paper. Oh, okay, so you can still get the tobacco hit, but not like all the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? In there. Okay, we could do that. We could probably do that. Straight up. But I hope y'all been okay. I've been okay, man. I just been trying to make it, y'all. I've been trying to make it. I've been trying to survive. And then I'm not talking about like financially. I know I make sure my bills and shit is paid. I'm going to pay that first because I don't got nobody, right? So when you don't have nobody and you're on your own out here, you don't have an auntie, a cousin, a husband, a sister, a brother, or anybody that you can call, you're going to pay your bills first. You're going to pay your rent and shit because you know you have nothing to fall back on. So I don't mean in that manner because that's always going to be taken care of. Y'all don't ever have to worry about that. But, you know, just balance out my emotions. Okay. And then like my work hours and shit, like trying to balance out those work hours, still do like my you know, my healing and my psychic abilities, my life coaching sessions, because y'all know I am a life coach and I also do my psychic shit or whatever. So I'm trying to balance that shit out. So I can still do like everything, you know. Miss Pam, hey girl, hey. Thank you for joining. I think we about to tap in. I just wanted to smoke me a little something. Because I just got off work a minute ago. I had to eat some food. And one of my customers brought me some Denny's, y'all. She worked at Denny's, and she was like, girl, what you like to eat? And she brought me a whole fucking Graham Slim and everything. And I was so, like, excited. I just be happy, y'all. And then, you know, what's weird about that shit, too, is, like, because I'm used to people doing fucked up shit to me and doing wrong shit to me, I literally, like, had to talk to my spirits. Like, is this a genuine, you know, situation here? Like, is she just trying to do something nice for me? Is this bitch trying to poison me? Like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know her like that or whatever. And she's like a customer where I work at, you know? So I'm like, you know, but the spirit was like, chill out, bitch. Like, you know, she really is just a genuine person and she wants to do something nice for her local, you know, person. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. Because I didn't want to, like, you know, be rude or make it seem like I was ungrateful or be so fucking scarred that you can't even accept like people doing nice things for you because you always feel like it's something sinister that's underlining or something's gonna come back and bite you in the ass because people are being nice to you because you used to being treated so like shitty. You get what I'm saying? That, you know, you don't really expect people to just show you genuine kindness, and this person was just showing genuine kindness, and it felt good. It was odd though too. At first I was like, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, you know. Justice for Alicia Smiley, 25. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thank you so much for that. So I know the feeling. It throws you off when someone does something nice. Exactly. But like, that's like, I guess something that I need to heal within myself, right? And that could be like for my childhood wounds and my childhood scars, because I always feel like people have ulterior motives, and they could just be being nice. But most of the time when I get that feeling, I'm absolutely right. So I want y'all, that inner voice, that inner compass, I'd be absolutely fucking right. When I get that fucking feeling, now I didn't really get the feeling from her. I actually felt like it was a kind gesture. It was like a happiness. I was like, oh my God, like you made my day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a happiness inside of me, but I still had to like double check. Like with my spirit team, I don't take my pendulum to work with me, but I'll use this. I'll take this off. I don't take my Santamorti off, but I'll take this one off with what is this? It's not no ruby. This is something else. It's a real gemstone, but it's not a ruby. It is I forgot what it was, but it's real. Okay. So I use this as a pendulum when I'm out and about, so I don't have to take my actual pendulum out of the house and lose it or whatever. But you said, I am here, just got over the flu bug, some energies that was sent, but I herbal remedied yourself. Okay, I know that's right. Put my alchemist brain to work and went to my job today. I'm just getting poo. Just getting in poo, but listening to you. Okay, I appreciate you being here, and I hope you feel better, okay? I really do. That's something else. A chosen person really won't get much more than like a common cold or like a little flu bug or something like that. A person that's chosen, you don't ever get sick like that. You're not finna get no fucking cancer and shit. You're the most you're gonna get is some average human shit. You might catch the flu or something like that, but you ain't finna be having no crazy shit going on with your body. But you can get the regular human shit. There's just nothing major is gonna go wrong with you. It's gonna be like, you know, you got a little cough, your nose is running or something like that when you're chosen. You don't ever really get sick to where it be like crazy shit. That's all. Y'all remember a couple years ago when all them spiritualists was like, my kidneys is failing. I got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Pray for me. Y'all, they're doing readings and shit. And I was saying, like, if your spiritualist is like fucked up like that, you need to fucking reevaluate what the fuck. Cause no, bitch, if you are of the divine, you're going to have divine protection. You're going to have that wealth, which includes the health. You get what I'm saying? You might not be rich or whatever, but you're going to have some type of immunity. Remember we talked about spiritual immunity? You're going to have some type of immunity to big ass shit. Now, spirit is not going to be putting forth that effort, you know what I'm saying, over a fucking cough or a cold, okay? But like to stop you from dying, from getting some major shit, they're going to step in if you're chosen and you have a mission to complete. You know what I'm saying? You see, I'm sitting here smoking melanin for this cough, right? So that's going to heal your lungs. It's also going to, like, even if you're smoking it, right? Well, you know, because you're doing it. But for the other people that don't know, that's on this live, because we spiritual people over here in Truth Gang, right? The mullein that she's smoking to heal herself is actually going to repair her lungs. Even though she's smoking it, the herb mullein repairs your lungs. Even if you're not sick and you smoked cigarettes for years and tobacco, you could switch over to mullein, and it's going to then begin to cleanse your lungs. Now you can smoke it, which I would prefer to do. If I'm gonna have to do anything with mullein, I'm gonna smoke that shit. Okay, because I like to smoke shit, right? So you can use the mullein for that, or you can put it in the tea, or you can just inhale the steam into your lungs of the mullein. Like, so say you steep it in the tea, then you just like over the steam of it or whatever, and that's going to help you breathe better and clear your lungs up. Like, it literally like scrubs your lungs, you know? So I was smoking Blue Lotus. Now that shit gonna be like some brain shit. The Blue Lotus, that ain't, well, it's got healing properties, but the most effect that you're gonna get from some Blue Lotus is like your brain. You finna start unlocking shit in your brain with the Blue Lotus. Excuse me. You might even start to receive like spiritual messages, or your dreams may increase. Mugwort. If y'all smoke some mugwort or drink some mugwort tea, or even inhale that steam of that mugwort, that's going to increase your psychic abilities or your clairvoyance and all that shit too. Hibiscus tea. Now that's healing. Okay, so that's not, they all have magical properties. All of them have magical properties, but hibiscus is really going to heal you. Like, that's an herb that's going to be medicinal and not really magical, but they all have magical and medicinal properties, you know? What's up, Santan? Am I saying that right? Santania Patton. Every time I see your name, but I know you Truth Gang, okay? Every time I see your name, I wonder if I'm saying it right. Justice for Alicia Smiley. It ain't over. Hashtag gang. It's not over. Okay? It's not over. I don't know why I'm getting a strong feeling of like somebody wanting to come back, y'all. Like somebody wanted to just be in your energy, but y'all got to be careful. Okay? Y'all have to be careful. Y'all remember the law of one and done. That's my law. So don't let nobody steal my shit talking about the law of one and done. If you hear any other creators talking about the law of one and done, y'all know where it came from. It came from me because I made that shit the fuck up. Okay? If somebody shows you, they hurt you, they abuse you, they harm you in any way, you got to let them go. Okay? And you don't give second chances. You forgive. We forgive you. You know what I'm saying? We forgive you. But we're not giving you a second chance to hurt us. It's, you know, that saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It really is shame on you. And you can't cry to God or anything afterwards. You can't be like, why does this person keep doing this to me? Why? Because you're sitting there and you're fucking allowing it. You have the door open for them to come and sit in the same seat to hurt you again. Okay, so we got to make sure that we're protecting our energy, protecting our vision, protecting what it is that we're trying to do or where we're trying to go in this life, okay? And keeping those people out. If they show you even one time that they have the potential, like this is what I mean with the law of one and done, right? So if you can cheat on me, if you can lie to me, you get what I'm saying? You're showing me that it's in you. It's in you and you got the potential to do it. If you hurt me, if you put me in a third party situation, if you do any of those things, it's already in you to do those things. That's your character. That's how I'm going to see you. You get what I'm saying? So it will be foolish of me to know that these things reside in you. Okay? Everybody isn't a liar. Everybody isn't a cheater. Everybody isn't a thief. Everybody isn't out to get you, right? Everybody's not on that shit. If a person shows you that it's in them, then you got to believe them. Okay? Like for real, for real. So if a person, they have a good heart and all that other shit, but they lied, they cheated, they manipulated you, they abused you in some way, that is what's inside of their soul, in their body. That's what's in there. And they have the capability of doing it, so they're going to do it again. They're going to do it again. And then a lot of times, a lot of people aren't taking your forgiveness, right? They're not taking your forgiveness as, oh, this person forgives me. I'm never going to do that again because they forgive me and I don't want to destroy that trust. A lot of times what these people are doing, mama, daddy, sister, cousin, brother, husband, wife, whoever, a lot of times what these people are fucking doing is saying, oh, you forgave me. Bitch, I'm finna run your ass through the ringer. It's their green light to keep abusing you because they know all they got to do is say sorry. And then you're going to forgive them. And then you're just going to cry about it when they do it again. But you're going to forgive them again. You're going to let them back in again. You're going to let them right back in again. And they know that. So they're just going to keep fucking doing whatever the fuck they want to do. You got to remove your energy. You have to completely remove yourself from the situation. I don't give a fuck. Mama, daddy, sister, cousin, brother. You have to. Because they're just going to keep doing it and just keep apologizing. And you're going to keep forgiving. And then you're just going to be, it's a cycle, it's a circle. You're just going to be going through the same shit, which is why I said at the beginning of this video, when you start to see energy from your past, even if it's a new person, you have to move on, okay? Like dating somebody, you know you don't like cheaters. Like I said, you know you don't like those things. Those things hurt you. So this person come in, you dating somebody, new person, fine, everything going good, everything going swell, man. It's just fucking swell. This motherfucker started lying and shit. Dismiss immediately. I don't give a fuck if y'all had sex. If you find out somebody is in a relationship, I don't know who this is for. If you find out somebody's in a fucking relationship, even if you had sex with them, you got to fucking go. You got to fucking go. Even if there's an emotional soul tie, you're going to have to fight your feelings. I don't know who the fuck this is for. You're going to have to fight your feelings. You're going to have to fight your emotions. You're going to have to dismiss yourself. Motherfucker will kill you. Do you understand? Motherfucker will kill you in third-party situations. That's why I feel like I can't ever be in a third-party situation. I got to be the number one, or we're not doing this. I'm not competing or anything because a motherfucker will straight murk your ass because somebody lied to you. You're fucking with this person, but the other person is in love with them. You understand? And you didn't know shit about the other person. You might have knew, you might not have known. But if you knew, then you deserve whatever the fuck this third party may do to you. But you don't know how that person feels about that person. This person might try to fucking murk your motherfucking ass. Remove yourself. If that person loved you, they would have never put you in that situation. Whether you getting cheated on or cheated with, motherfucker. If the motherfucker cheating with you, okay? You gotta go. What y'all talking about? Y'all cracking up in this damn comment section. What y'all talking about? You saying it right. You said, I've been saying one and done for years. One and done. Okay? That's all they get. You get one time to show me who the fuck you are. You get one time to mistreat me. You get one time to lie to me. You get one time to cheat on me, motherfucker. It's going to be your last time for all those things. And I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to tell you it's okay. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to allow you back into my life. I'm not doing it. Because if you do it again, then what? Then what? Ain't nobody gonna blame you. They're gonna blame me. They're gonna be like, you dumbass bitch. You knew this motherfucker was a cheater. You this motherfucker was a liar. You dumbass bitch. You knew this motherfucker wasn't loyal. You knew this motherfucker was a liar. You knew it because they lied to you. They showed you they wasn't loyal to you. You get what I'm saying? Crazy. Said, girl, shut your mouth. Over the weekend, I had 2 in my inbox. I said, Mercury, what the fuck? Leave him on red, girl. Leave him on red. Straight up, because ain't nobody got time. They said I did pull and my Palo Santos, what is that? Canela. Palo Santo Rose, Palo Santo Myrrh, and Palo Santo Aruda incense came today. Oh, okay. I bet them smell good. So it's like a mixture of the herb, Palo Santo and something else. All the different ones. Okay. Etsy. I'm gonna reopen my Etsy shop too, because when you do, that might be the safest way for me to do it, because when you do Etsy, you don't get the address or the location of the seller. Right? When I was doing it, when I was opening my business up and I was in St. Louis and Omaha and all them places, Louisiana, when I was doing my business, I just used my address, you know? But I ain't got time for that shit. Motherfucker ain't finna kill me. You ain't finna kill me, motherfucker. Yeah, you said, girl, I had to read your name. I thought you was someone cussing sis out. I was ready. Okay, you said, can you tell if someone subscribed? Yes, you can tell if someone has subscribed. Not on the live, but then when I end the live, I'll just go to YouTube Studio. It actually will list all of your subscribers there. It's going to tell you how many subscribers you have. It's going to tell me how many subscribers you have. And like if you're active, like if some of y'all ain't got no subscribers, it's going to show me. It's going to tell me how long you've been subscribed and all that. Whether you're male or female, where you're watching from. Okay, now it's not gonna tell me your exact location as a personal subscriber, but it's gonna give me a demographic of where my viewers are from. But for you as a subscriber, it's gonna tell me how long you've been subscribed and that you subscribed and all that. So I don't go backwards, yeah. And you know what song like I was getting in my head, okay? If you're younger, you're not gonna know this song, right? But the song that I was getting in my head when I woke up this morning was like, the second time around, gonna keep in mind for the second time, baby. That's the song that was playing in my head when I woke up, and I was like, oh, hell no, because you would have got that shit right the first time, bitch. That's how I responded to that spiritual message, because it's a music download, right? So when I was waking up, that's what I was hearing. And I was thinking in my mind, like, oh no, that's a good song, great song. But if you loved me, you would have got it right the first time. Because they're like, not like the first time, not like the first time. Nah, you should have got it right the first time. Somebody should have got it right with you the first time. Okay. I said, oh, wow, cool, thanks, for sure. You say you're very pretty. I like your vibe. Thank you. I appreciate that. What is that? Javier? I know I pronounced that right. But yeah, we ain't even need no cards, but we just talking, y'all. We just shooting the shit, I guess. But anyways, y'all got some Q's and A's? I mean, y'all want to do a Q&A? Y'all can ask some questions, or we can just talk or chill, because I really don't feel like doing all that, you know? You said that's that pretty live soul sucker, the ultimate ball drainer. Weirdo. It's all good. Thank you, my Squad of Truth, for doing what you do. Okay. The trolls be trying me, but they ain't really got shit else. I think that's why they slowed down a little bit. They can, they can try again, but it ain't gonna work. What you smoking on? Some good greenery. Have you guys been keeping up with Levi? Who is Levi? Who is that? Tell me who Levi is, but let me see what I've been keeping up with. I mean, I seen that viral situation where they was talking about you shouldn't hug people's husbands chest on. I had an opinion on that. Okay. So I feel like you shouldn't be hugging people's husbands chest first. That's my opinion on that. You should always go for the side hug if it's a married man or a married woman. That's my opinion on that. But y'all do what y'all want to do. You know? He said, sis, don't get me started on questions, because the way they begin answered, but some questions on red. I mean, I'm here, I'm chilling, I'm just smoking my shit, and we could chill for a little bit. We can vibe out. I'm actually too comfortable. I don't like to be all on social media and like laying down and stuff, but he said, oh, the serpent Leviathan. No. I've heard of the spirit of Leviathan. I've heard of that spirit. Is that what you're talking about? Because it's like it's a bad spirit, right? It's not a good spirit. The spirit of Leviathan. Yes, I've heard of that. Isn't it like they're doing something purposely, right? The spirit energy. I know the spirit. I've heard of it. I don't know it, okay, but I've heard of it, and I like that's how I learn things. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll cross my path. I don't really ever search anything, but I do remember the Leviathan energy, and I don't think it's a good one. Okay. But you can explain it to me, like in the comment section, explain it. It's a biblical term, isn't it? Yeah, it's biblical. You gotta tell me if I'm right on if it's biblical, but I do believe it is a biblical thing. Like it's gonna come from the Christian pantheon, that spirit of Leviathan. I heard that win. I hope the comments is like going. It could be slow though, y'all. Cause I don't know. I gotta put that blunt out because I'm high. So I'm good. Still like a half a blunt. So good. I don't want to just be staring at the screen, y'all, because that's weird. But I ain't been doing shit, y'all. I just been working and sleeping. I've been making sure I've been getting a lot of rest and making sure that I'm not overworking myself, even though I work a lot. Because I don't want to be run down. I don't want to age myself. Because I'll be saying, well, one of my coworkers or whatever, she be limping and like she not like nothing ain't wrong with her and shit like that. But at the end of the day, because of the shit she be doing, like she be over like doing it like for herself or whatever. She had a new ache every day and shit like that. And when I seen her like that, I was like, look, I can't be worked like that. Like, you can't, nah, I ain't doing all that shit. I mean, I'm going to be here and I'm going to do what I do, but I ain't doing that shit, okay? Because I got to stay feminine. You know what I'm saying? I can't be lifting them cases and shit. So how is assistant? Assistant good, working. Yep, she good. She not even here. She at work. But it's been moving fast for her too. Like we haven't I cooked a couple days ago or whatever, and then she cooked yesterday. But we really haven't had time to like even cook because we would cook all the time when we first moved here. But we haven't even really had time to cook because both of us been working. She liked to work because she liked to do shit. You know what I'm saying? I like to work because I like social interactions because y'all know I can make some shit happen from home. I did that shit for years off this YouTube channel. I can make some shit happen from home. But I was missing like the human interaction, so I wanted to get a job where I could just actually like go and meet people and make friends and shit like that. And everybody cool so far. I mean, it's like, you know, but I still am like empathic, so I don't like to be around a lot of people all the time. And I have to interact with people at my job that I physically go to. I got to interact with people and exchange shit with people, and I don't like that. Like all the touching the shit. I'm constantly cleaning my hands. Like I don't want to make it seem like I'm being all spiritual in this place, but the owner is spiritual because he be putting like little limes and chilies and shit above the door. Like I know what the fuck you're doing. You're just doing it in your lineage or whatever. But I don't be trying to like come off as like super spiritual in the workplace, right? But I use rubbing alcohol because it's spiritual. You can use that spiritually to cleanse as well. So I'll just use the alcohol and speak over it as I'm using it and cleansing my energy. If somebody accidentally touched me or like anything to get the fucking energy off me. Let me see. It said I joined this YouTube couple live and the husband was talking about how he isn't religious and said stuff like truth gang. What? You said the woman goes to church and I asked him a question about people seeing repent. Those Christians was like, change the subject, let it go. I was like, I'm responding to a comment. Y'all ain't gonna shut me up. You said they was triggered. You said them Christians is weird. Listen, okay. So he's not spiritual, and she is. That's what you're saying. I'm trying to figure out how that's gonna work. Anyways, I mean, people can love each. They can love each other however they want to love each other. So maybe that works especially if you don't really care what people believe, but you still kind of want to have somebody who is on your level when it comes to spiritual thinking or willing to come up to your level. But what was the question about repenting though? I need to know that question that you asked them. And they was like, change the subject. They changing the subject because they probably don't know the answer, but you said he didn't say truth gang, but he is woke. Oh, okay. I don't know how that will work having a partner that's not woke. I think the only way that that would work is if that person was willing to come up to your level spiritually or whatever. Or at least open-minded enough to kind of, you know, I don't know. It depends on where you're at in your spiritual level, but this is a world we live in. It's strange, so anything can happen, and I'm not downplaying their love or anything like that, but I feel like if the person isn't willing or open-minded enough to hear another side or see, you know, beyond like a Bible or some shit, then it probably would be really hard in the end to have a relationship. So another lady is Christian and her husband is atheist. I don't really know what to say about that either. I mean, I wish the spirit, well, I ain't gonna say I wish. I know the spirit. How about that? That's better. I know the spirit is going to send me someone who is spiritual, but not manipulative or use their power in a negative way. Because I wouldn't do that. Okay, but I will defend the fuck out of myself. And it means if I have to fuck a motherfucker up and do some dark shit because they trying to fuck with me, my livelihood, my life, or some shit like that, I'm fucking you up. But I would never use my power to harm someone. You know what I'm saying? So I hope I can get somebody that's like that. And that will kind of be like evenly yoked. Like we can create some shit together. You know what I'm saying? Versus that person trying to be manipulative or use their power against me or other people or whatever, you know? And so I was like, wow, I know you was. But everybody different. But I've met some atheists. I told you I'd have met atheists that was like nicer to me than Christians have ever been. Atheists. Okay? And they had hearts and they had compassion and they were non-judgmental. What's today, y'all? Thursday. I just be working. I don't be knowing what the fuck day of the week it is. Even when I was doing my psychic shit, I didn't know what the fuck it was. Like when I was full-time doing the psychic shit, I didn't know what the fuck the day of the week was because I just don't be paying attention. You said the conversation was the husband not believing the sky daddy. And people in the comments was like, repent, repent. I don't believe in the sky daddy either, but I believe the sky is God or the divine even at all. I believe it's all a part of the grand scheme of things, the matrix, the creation that is, like, you know what I'm saying? The divine consciousness, because that's really what the divine infinite all is divine consciousness. So I believe that, you know, I don't believe in the sky daddy. I believe God is within us, but I believe the sky is God, if that makes sense. I believe the fucking flowers is God. I believe every single blade of grass is God. Y'all know who I am, okay? I believe every single fucking piece of grass is God. I believe the wind is God. I believe the fire is God. I believe the water is God. I believe you and me, okay, are God, period. The trees, everything that's nature and natural. You know what I'm saying? You said, since I can do a whole live on this stuff. Do a whole live on it, girl. Make you some YouTube money, some internet money, girl. I'm not really a social media person, and y'all know that. I'm not. But I have it, and I feel like it saved my life. Like I told y'all many times before, I feel like the fact that my spirit team was with me, Papa Leg was with me, before I even found out I was Licious Molly and all the other shit, like they made me make that Papa Leg video to put eyes on me. And I know for sure the most viewed video on my channel that I have was at the beginning of my channel. And it's because they wanted eyes on me so that I can stay alive, because people was trying to plot my murder behind the fucking scenes, right? So it saved my life, and that's how I basically became a YouTuber, speaking my truth and my experiences. But it was to get eyes on me so that the people can see that I'm alive and they could look at me. You get what I'm saying? So I can stay alive. But I didn't know it. So whatever inkling of a notion that you have and whatever reason it is that you're feeling like you can make some videos or some shit, do it. You know? You say I would be nervous to tell my business. Not if it's going to save your life, sis. Y'all know how private I am. Like, y'all can tell. Like, I really never talked at the beginning of this channel. I never really talked about like my family experiences or any of that shit because it ain't nobody motherfucking business. But when I got put in a position to where my life was in danger, I'm telling the whole, I'm go tell it on the mountain. Okay, I'm gonna tell it all. I'm gonna put all that shit out there. You'll do it if it's necessary. I feel like, and it ain't gonna be no like you, because it's like spirit will like kind of push you in the direction of doing these things, because that's what happened to me. That's why I don't really be going live like that. I don't go live like that because I'm not really a YouTuber or whatever. I like to be by myself and safe because I feel safe when I'm by myself. You get what I'm saying? I don't really like people staring at me. That's why I do a lot of blackouts on this channel, because I don't like people looking at me. It make me nervous and shit. You know? You say my story is better than Tyler Perry. Well, go ahead and tell it, girl. Write that screenplay. Do what you gotta do. I've been working on some music too behind the scenes. I've just been trying to like find my happy place. You know what I'm saying? And stay in my happy place. That's what I've been trying to do. Just stay in my happy place and find my happy place and be there. That's what I've been doing. And seeing movies. Yeah. I want to write like a series or a few series. And then of course I wanted to do my screenplay about just everything that I've experienced. Because I got the characters already, which is everybody in the fucking kidnapper family. Those are the characters in my fucking story. I'm literally, okay? Everybody in the motherfucking kidnapper family. Y'all wanted to be famous, bitch. Y'all finna be famous, okay? They already have the characters and everything. And it's really just gonna be these people's real personalities that I use and make millions of dollars off of, okay? You said, well, you are easy on the eyes. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, thank you. And look, you're new here, Miss Pam, and I still, I feel like you're a family. A part of our truth gang and everything, because you came in real, you came in loyal, and I appreciate your support, your loyalty, and your love, and all of that. You get what I'm saying? But like, the people that I grew up with, they called me ugly like all my life, and then like when they found out that I had like this YouTube channel, you missed all that, but I don't erase shit, so it's all still up there because I don't have nothing to hide. They called me ugly. They did it, and the people on this channel even got to witness, and that's how I was able to pull the mask off of the people that were the actual trolls in the comment section, because of the things that they were saying to me. I didn't even really know I was pretty until I got away from them and out into the world, because everybody surrounding me was like, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly. That's because of what they did to me. Like, they kidnapped me. They gotta mentally fuck you up so that you won't have the courage or anything or confidence or anything to say or do anything in those type of situations. And when I get out into the world, people tell me I'm pretty every single fucking day. Like, so many different people. It be people of all different races and all that shit. And then I know that I'm really beautiful. Like, you get what I'm saying? They do this shit in the comment section. You'll see it's just the kidnapper family. They ain't been around lately because they're fucking overloaded with all this karma that they're receiving. You get what I'm saying? But, it's still up, like I said. I said, people want to hunch on me when they see me. Facts, girl. Me too, girl. Man, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to fucking talk. It's frustrating. I'm just going to say that. It's very frustrating. You get what I'm saying? It's frustrating. That's all I'm going to say. Because people do be wanting to hunch on me. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, what the fuck? Like, no. You get what I'm saying? But it also can be an energy thing. It could be energetic too. It could also just be an energy thing. Like, they could be attracted to you because of your energy. They said Christ wasn't very attractive, but people were attracted to him because of the energy that he carried. You get what I'm saying? So I guess, whatever. He says, sis, you do have a chill vibe. Thank you. But that's not what these people said. They said I was like, I don't know what the fuck. They said so much shit, y'all. Y'all just got to go back on the videos. Miss Pam, you're going to be shocked, man. You're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. At the shit that these people said and did to try to like destroy my life, destroy this platform. They worked hard, didn't they? My Squad of Truth. They worked hard to try to destroy this YouTube channel here and destroy my character through the comment section. Just do all this crazy shit to me, and it's nothing but the people that kidnapped me when I was a kid. Nothing but them, because I haven't been locked up or whatever. But shit's hitting the fan for them. It's gonna be on the news, y'all. It is. You said, sis, listen, I have to figure this out. So I feel you. They blinded to your own beauty. They blinded you to your own beauty intentionally. Oh, of course they did. They did. They did. They really did. They used to call me ugly and they nicknamed me Trouble. I even got that shit tattooed on my shit. And then right after I got it tattooed, like the spirit was like, that ain't who you are. And I was like, fuck. Like I literally got this shit tattooed. I was in my 20s and shit when I did that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they used to call me. And then you look at me, I'm adult, missing child, Alicia Smiley. Go look at the fucking flyer. That beautiful little girl, me, okay? They call ugly. And they called her Trouble. Like they were speaking that shit over my life, man. But I became trouble for them in the long run. So I guess it worked out. You know what I'm saying? I guess it worked out because I became real trouble for they ass as an adult. You get what I'm saying? Like I've already taken these people down. It just needs to play out in the physical, but I've already taken them all down. Okay? He said, yes, sis, you know. He said, indeed, yeah. But I guess you'll get to a certain point in life where you're just tired of believing what other people say about you. And you want to know what it is that you see within yourself or even what the divine sees in you. Because I will always tell y'all how these people that I was raised with, how they talked to me and how they treated me. Like they would call me lesbian. They would call me lesbian. I ain't never been with a woman in my life, ever. They would call me lesbian. As a child, I'm talking about, I'm fucking a little kid. Like, I don't even know what the fucking word means, but they were just speaking that shit over you, like the ugly shit. They were speaking that shit over me. You get what I'm saying? But the whole entire time they were doing that, the divine always kept telling me I was special. The whole entire time, I'm telling you, the whole entire time as a child and all the stuff that they would say to me to try to program me to think negatively of myself or get other people to see me in a negative light. The divine would tell me, you're special. You're one of a kind. Like they would say stuff like the divine, if not all, they trust you. Okay, they trust you. Okay, like we can trust you with the knowledge, the information, the power. You get what I'm saying? Like that, even as a child, they would tell me that you're gifted, you're special, you're beautiful. So that's what they would say with their mouths, but then I would hear in my head because I could always hear the spirits. the exact opposite, you know? You said, right. They see trouble for real now. Of course they do. That's why they try to kill me. They was like, we got to knock this bitch off. Ain't no black magic working. Ain't no motherfucking seance working. Ain't no motherfucking sex magic. Ain't nothing working. We got to kill this bitch here. They couldn't get it off. They ain't gonna get it off, though. Because it's already, they didn't run out of time. They didn't run out of time already. And you know what? My family knows it's me, too. But I'm letting it go. Like, do you see what I'm saying? I'm healing, okay? I'm healing. My birth family knows that is me, too. That's why they never offered the DNA. So I said, okay, it is what it is. That's the confirmation. I said, okay, it is what it is. I am Alicia Smiley. I don't got shit to hide. I done offered DNA for 3 years straight. The truth is out there. I don't got to keep fighting this shit. It's out there. I won. Okay? Period. I survived. And nothing's going to change the truth. You know what I'm saying? I forgive them people, but I still want them to die. But I do forgive them. But forgiveness does not mean you escape accountability. I preach that all the time, too. Just because you're forgiven, it doesn't mean that you escape accountability. The fuck? Okay, yeah, I forgive you. But you still finna get this ass whooping in the spirit realm. Like, you finna get this. Okay? And certain family members of the Alicia Smiley family, too. I mean, it is what it is. Because they handled the situation totally wrong. They mishandled me. Twice. Because I ended up kidnapped, right? They mishandled me twice, so they finna get theirs too. Through the spirit. And I'm gonna live my life and I'm gonna be happy without them. Promise you. Okay? Without them. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm not gonna get stuck on any fucking thing in this lifetime because I make it out. This go around in the matrix, this incarnation, I make it out. And I make it out unscathed. I make it out whole. I make it out healed. You feel me? So, fuck them. Straight up. I'm finna be happy. And I'm gonna have a family. And I'm gonna have a big-ass family. And we all finna be rich in this bitch. And ain't nobody gonna fuck with my bloodline. They gonna be scared because they gonna know who the great-grandma of that bloodline is, which is gonna be me. You get what I'm saying? They gonna be scared in the motherfucker to fuck with anybody in my bloodline after this. Because I'm breaking all the curses. All this, I purged this motherfucker. I purged the kidnapper bloodline and my real bloodline. I purged it. Just by me making it out alive. See? Even if you don't see it in the physical realm, doesn't mean it's not done. It's done. It's done. But I am going to see physical justice. Watch what I tell you. It's going to be on the news. These people will be getting locked up. Watch what I tell you. I'm not putting a time frame on it because divine timing. That's something I had to heal with and work with as well, because I can't force things to align the way that I need them to align. They aligned the way that they needed to align. They couldn't have even told me sooner that I was a missing child, my spirit team, and then proved it to me. They couldn't have done that shit no sooner than they did that shit, because it would not have worked the way that it worked out. I probably would have said something to them because I didn't have the wisdom. If they would have showed me earlier, I probably would have said something to the family. You motherfuckers kidnapped me. They would have just killed me right then. You hear me? I wouldn't have had a chance to get away because they know me and I know me too. And I was going to speak on some injustice in their face. You get what I'm saying? So at the time that they told me, I had the wisdom and I already knew what I was dealing with this family because I had been through it for years. You know, pushing my, 30-something years, pushing to 40-year mark or whatever. They prepared me. I knew not to say nothing. I knew to slip away in the middle of the night. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck on so I can survive. I knew it because if I would have let them know that I knew any sooner than what they knew that I knew, I would have been dead. Yeah. I played dumb. That's the Fool card in the tarot. That's the Fool card. Period. But I'm glad, y'all. I'm glad of how I made it. Okay? I'm glad of how I made it. And I'm glad of what I turned out to be because they planned so much for me. That's why I said, Miss Pam, you got to go back. Because I more than exposed them. The videos that you watch is just like the formal video for the world because I had to get my shit together and put it together in the way that the world can understand without the emotion, the kidnapping videos and all that other shit. But before then, it was just like raw emotion. Like on some of these videos, I don't know, you just have to like search. I don't know. Some of these videos was just raw emotion. And I feel like I've come to grips and to grasp what this situation is and what they did to me and the things that they said about me and they tried to program into my life. They wanted me to be out here a fucking crackhead, whore, prostitute. They wanted me to be out here on drugs. Like for real, for real. They wanted me to have mental issues. Like they wanted my mind to be fucked. They wanted to fuck me up. They wanted me to be homeless. They wanted like everything that you could think of horrible for me. And I'm none of those things. Look at the divine. I was going to say, look at God, but look at the divine. Look at him. Look at him. I'm none of them things. I hold my own. I'm responsible. I pay all my bills. You know what I'm saying? I make my money. And that's what it is to be blessed. And I have gratitude to the divine spirit for that. I might not be rich yet. But I'm alive and I survived and I spoke my truth and it has helped me to grow. Now, there are days that I still have like low days and I be crying and shit like, damn, that's fucked up because like they really did this shit to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I'm just looking towards the future and what I can create from this. Pick up my pieces of myself, you know what I'm saying? And go forward. You know, DNA will always be on the table. Never, I don't give a fuck how long it will always be on the table. But I ain't finna be stressed the fuck out, aging myself and all that other shit. I got motherfucking divine counterpart to find and another motherfucking couple kids to have and some money to make out here in these motherfucking streets. I ain't finna be sitting here sad and depressed because of who don't love me, who ain't taking me seriously, who ain't doing it. I'm not doing none of that shit. None of it. Okay? I'm moving forward. Okay? That's what we're doing over here in Truth Gang. And we're moving forward whole. Which means I'm holy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm holy. Okay. WHOLLY, if you want to spell like that. It's good hanging out with y'all though. It really is. I ain't in no rush to go. I'm probably gonna take me a shot. Because I ain't having no shot. Y'all want to take a shot? I got a little pineapple shot. We might as well. I got my homeboy, Terrence Curry. I got him halfway set up. I want to get him some flowers. But his thing is on the 15th, and I don't think I get paid until the 16th. I don't know. But I wanted to get him some lilies, but I got him another shot of Henny. I got him a candle. I'm going to do like a baby blue little setup for him. And then, because I can't make the funeral, but I am going to go to the Zoom funeral. I'm not going to stay long. I'm just going to type in there, like, my little spew, like, thank you for being part of my life because you my homeboy and I appreciate your kindness. Because I do. You know what I'm saying? And give him his ashes. And then I wanted to get him some bread for the dead. For his homegoing. Because I'm not going to be there. But I could still have my own little homegoing for him. And I haven't cried in like 4 days. Okay? I'm crying in 4 days. But I want to say, no, I ain't going to say that. But I'm going to say it. Ooh. I ain't going to say it. I'm going to say it. Something is suspicious with that situation. And that's all I'm going to say. With some of the people close to that situation. My homeboy that passed. It's suspicious. Something's off. And I'm not trying to figure out what it is. But y'all know I have like my abilities, right? And if I feel it, it's there. And I was like really, really overwhelmed at first. And I was really, really sad at first. But then as I started to take a closer look, I'm like, something ain't right. I'm just done with that conversation. Something ain't right. But y'all know, when the spirit say some shit, I'm going to say some shit. Like, it ain't going to be nothing nobody can do. I'm going to say some shit. But spirit say some shit. But spirit ain't say nothing right now because it's too soon. But something is not quite right with some of the key players. I'm talking about the family members that are still alive that I've been taking a look at. Okay. I said that in the comments earlier, something suspicious about your grandma. But stay away from her ass. Stay away from grandma ass then. Shit. Grandma is suspicious. I seen this dude on TikTok basically saying that his family was trying to do black magic on him through the food. I don't know if y'all seen that TikTok story. Through the food. He said, like, a lot of the elders and his family would have, like, all these different problems, like arthritis, aches and pains and shit like that. But then they would do, like, they Sunday dinners and shit like that, and he would eat the food that the elders would cook. Then he would wake up the next day, and he would have the same pains in the same spots that the elder people would have. And then they were, like, hopping around like, hey, like, they got a new wind and shit, right? It's so many people coming out talking about, and he's talking about his family. It's so many people coming out talking about what they fucking real family, blood family, the people that raised them, whoever has been doing to them. And they do have something to do with like witchcraft. Motherfuckers is doing that shit. Like for real, for real. I don't give a fuck if you Christian. I don't give a fuck if you Muslim. I don't give a fuck if you Buddhist. Motherfuckers is straight out here using their energy to make some shit happen, to try to control some shit, manipulate some shit. Like, you better get on it. I told you, like, I don't do shit crazy with my spiritual powers. I use it for self-defense. At the very least, everybody needs to learn how to spiritually protect themselves. At the very least. And I mean, not calling a preacher, not motherfucking trying to wait on some advice from a babaluau. You need to know, you need to have some spiritual ammunition on hand. You need to have the spiritual protection on hand. I don't give a fuck what you use. And there was another post on fucking Facebook talking about, what the fuck that shit say? You can keep your crystals in your gemstones. Give me Jesus. And I said, okay, well, the crystals and gemstones is this in the Bible. And they were like, yeah, but the Bible speaks against using those things. I said, well, how the fuck you gonna get through the pearly gates? Because y'all know the pearly gates is like the 12 birthstones. So each gate in heaven, according to the scriptures, according to your book, is each birthstone, right? Which would be a representation of what? The 12 zodiac signs, right? The 12 zodiac signs. There's 12 gates in heaven, 12 zodiac signs. Okay. And then that would also represent the 12 disciples, which we know here in Truth Gang is not real. Those are the 12 disciples are things, characteristics within yourself, because the story is allegory, characteristics within yourself that you need to master, like a Judas. You have a Judas within you. It's a part of you that will betray yourself. You have a Judas within you. You have to master that. You get what I'm saying? And like, make sure that you don't even be betraying yourself. And that's that one and done energy. Like, I'm not going to betray myself. I know I deserve more than this. I know, you know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're doing what you do for yourself. But anyways, how the fuck this motherfucker going to get through to heaven? You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out. Because you don't have to go through that gemstone to get there. And that's what the divine is using. And nobody worships that shit. But you have to understand everything has a spiritual property, because before we became flesh, before we became physical beings, everything was spiritual, right? So us, okay? we existed before existence. So before, like, there was a let there be light and that we was in the darkness and all this other shit, right? We existed before existence, right? So everything that is in existence is just a spiritual representation of something that is not like not in physical existence, right? So like the ethers would be like the internet. That's the physical representation of it. Okay. Okay. You know? Like stuff like that. They have physical representations of it. But anyways, it's all spiritual, y'all. Everything. What did y'all talking about? Oh, you said the one that passed. Oh, the one that passed. I don't have no more grannies left. She just passed in October. If someone was suspicious about her and she passed away, you don't give her no ashe. Okay? You don't give her nothing. I have nothing. Nothing for no ancestor that treated me like shit. I ain't got no tears, no nothing. We've been out here for an hour. I'll probably just be on here for a little bit more. I mean, because I'm not doing shit. I do got to work tomorrow, but it ain't to the evening. But I should have a consistent 3 days off. Which I'll be able to pick up more like spiritual stuff again. I want to offer my life coaching sessions because I'm really good at life. I'm really good at life. I've survived a whole bunch of situations and I know how to make it out. And I have really good advice. So I want to offer my life coaching sessions. I might like redo the whole thing, like as to what I'm offering. Because I'm not ready to sell products again, even though my motherfucking products was hitting. And I know my shit was hitting. Okay? Because the money oil. Okay? The protection oil. That shit was hidden. Even the healing oil, the cold healing oil, that shit was hidden. You said she was literally healthy and all of a sudden lung cancer. I think something suspicious about that. Oh, well, ask her. Ask her. If you're not scared. You know what I'm saying? You could just be like, show me what happened to you or whatever. And they'll tell you. They'll show you what's going on and what happened to them if they crossed over. All right. I'm finna get a shot because I haven't had a shot. And I'm gonna get a shot. And all I need is a shot because I haven't been drinking. Since I was taking my break, I didn't really drink. But I'm off my break. But before I take the shot, I gotta pee. So if y'all sit with me for like 5 seconds, you don't got to. I'll be right back. And y'all know I be having to pee. So welcome back to the Truth Gang, where I gotta take a bathroom break. All right, y'all, I'm back. Let me get some paper towels so I can grab my hand. Then we finna take this shot. Let me see who stayed and who ain't stayed. 2 people dipped out on me. Deuces. Okay, this is my little treat for myself, y'all. Give me a little shot. Cheers. Still here. You cooking? What you cooking, girl? What you cooking? I still can't take a whole shot at once, y'all. Y'all know it's gonna take me forever to sip this damn shot. No, I'm finna do it. I'm finna do it. I said no, I'm finna do it. See? I can't do it. I can't do it, y'all. Now one goat, man. It's too strong. I'm breathing all hard and shit. Like I just walked and ran or some shit. That shit burning. Let me put the cap on this. How'd you get out that room? Here come this fat cat, y'all. Said noodles, corn, black beans with ground turkey. Okay. I be wanting to eat a little healthier. Okay, I must have left the door open just all together. But yeah, I just be eating when I can because I be working a lot. But that's gonna change. That's gonna change. That's gonna change. Because I want to start back making my money online. We gonna bring back the Sunday reading special. That's what we gonna do. Okay, we're gonna bring back the Sunday reading special. And I thought about taking up a hobby of like doing hair because where I'm at, it be dudes with dreads, but it ain't a lot of people who do dreads or whatever. And they all like, can you do dreads? Can you do dreads? Some of them I'll be like, no, because I don't want to fucking touch them. You know what I'm saying? And then other ones I'll be like, yeah, $60. I'm thinking it's a quick little way to make a little $60. Twist the nigga hair up right quick. Boom, boom, boom. If they want to style, they can give me 100. You know what I'm saying? Look, that door got left open. This is obsidian. Abby. Say hi, Abby. Okay. All right. She said hi, y'all. That's obsidian. I'm touching on cats while I just. What do you want, girl? What do you want? Okay, all 3 cats is out here now. How are the fur babies? Oh, they all right here. This is our new one. Well, this isn't mine. This is my daughter's. She brought home a kitten, and how could I tell her ass no? And the baby was on a bottle and shit, and so she had me babysitting. You know how when you become a grandma, well, I don't know. I'm this is my grandbaby. This is my first grandbaby right here. Okay, so you know how you become a grandma or whatever. You know when that baby ready for some food, right? Well, actually, I asked the spirits because I was watching her, and it was hard to like get her to latch onto the bottle, and I'm like, Santa Martha, can she have like some soft like fucking canned cat food? And then I went and bought her some, and she ate that shit. And that bottle feeding shit was over. And then Santa Muerte was also like, put her ass in that litter box. And I was kind of mad at my daughter but I couldn't really be because she was working and shit like that. But then also when she's off work, she want to be her boo thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you got a whole fucking brand new baby right here. And I'm sitting here trying to, potty train and feed this motherfucker. But she caught on real quick. The kitty did. Like I did it once and then she been going ever since. And then now like the other cat's food is out. So she be eating their food. So we ain't got to do the can thing now. She's cute though. She's trying to get into my backpack. She likes to get into my backpack where I put all my work stuff in. She likes to lay down in there. You said, have you tried pickleback? Shot of brown liquor, followed with a shot of pickle juice. Yes, good. I haven't tried pickleback, but there's this thing called pickle 99s. It's like a type of liquor. It's like this or whatever. And I had one of those because somebody told me it tastes like McDonald's pickles. I don't really eat McDonald's at all. I eat their fries or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Fries. Even though I know that's cardboard. It's not real potatoes. I know. But I do like the fries. But I won't eat no meat from there. I ain't no meat. Okay. But I tried that and it was all right. Let me open this backpack because this kid want to get in this backpack. And she just keep climbing over it. Like, how do I get in here? Here, little baby. There you go. You can get in the backpack. There you go. All right, I'm back. She said cat love bags and paper bags too. I don't know why, me either. Like I couldn't find her yesterday, and then I looked and she was in my work backpack because I left it open, and that's what she was just trying to get into. She was just climbing on the top of it trying to get in there. She's cute though, and she's very loving, so I guess I love her too. As an extra kitten though. And she came like right after the snail died. We don't want to get another snail though. We want to get some fish. Did she say some fish? What the fuck? She said she wanted to get betta fish. All betta fish and not goldfish. Because I usually do goldfish. But she wanted to do betta fish. So we're probably going to do that for the fish tank. I was sad when grandson died. I really was. But it's okay. We got the fish tank all cleaned out and filtered through. Let me answer this text right quick. He said, Ashe, snail, right? When did the snail die? November 4th, 2025. I knew something was wrong. It was the same situation, basically. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really. Because when we got grandson was literally this big. There's videos on this channel of when we first got the snail. And I was like, the Star Tribe snail was like literally this big, right? And then we had a bigger one, which was Obatala. But Obatala was already old when we got grandson. Grandson was on Obatala's back. I only wanted one snail, but we couldn't get the little baby snail off of the back of the big snail. So that's how we ended up with 2 snails. And then the bigger one died because he was old already, but he died like a year into us having him. Then we had grandson for 2 years. And they just get old. So by the time grandson died, it was that big. It was that big when we got it, but it was that big. So it made me sad, but I had put some food in the tank. We cleaned the tank. We added water to the tank. And it did not, like, go eat the food or whatever after a few days. And then I don't go in there and check it. So I was like, daughter, I think you need to go in there and check the snail or whatever because it's not moving. It did not eat the food that I had put out. And you know what's crazy? They died in the same spot. Like, I don't know if this is like the little death corner of the fucking tank or some shit, but they both went to like this corner, the back corner, of the same exact spot to die in the tank. Said, no, grandson did too. Sheesh, yeah. But grandson was 2 years old. We only had Obatala for a year, but he was already old when we got him, remember? So we know Obatala was going to die because they said when we got him, he had only had like about a year left. And he lasted like a year and 2 months, maybe like a year and 2 months. And this one lasted for 2 years. But another reason why I think this is why grandson died, okay? We know grandson turned out to be a girl or hermaphrodite, whatever. Started to like, because it started to have hatches of eggs. It laid 6 clutches. They're not hatches, they're clutches. It laid 6 clutches of eggs. And each time the eggs would die in the tank, right? Like they never produced like baby snails. And I think that she got lonely and then she would sit by the eggs that weren't hatching and she would just sit there. I was thinking like, okay, is she going to eat these motherfuckers or something? Because I Googled and they said, well, they'll probably eat them or whatever, but she never ate them. So then me and my daughter came to the conclusion that she was sad because she kept having these fucking babies and the babies were not hatching and she's in the tank alone. And we were trying to get some fish, but we don't have a car. So, and it's cold outside. So we have to like, you know, arrange to get like her company in the tank, like so that they don't die on the way here. You get what I'm saying? And I think she was just lonely. But every time she had babies, she would go and sit next to the thing, and she was guarding them, and they never hatched. And it just made her sad. And she started coming out of her shell less and less and less. The more babies she had that did not hatch, she started coming out of her shell less and less and less. And me and my daughter think she died because of depression, because her babies kept dying, and she was lonely. You know? So that's what I really think. Because I was sad too, like, because before grandson died, I noticed that she was acting sad. Like, you know, usually when I would like have her on camera and shit, she'd be zooming across the little, you know, across the fish tank and shit like that. But she stopped doing that. After she started, I guess when she matured and she started laying all those eggs and shit like that, she started doing all that shit. and just sitting next to her eggs, like hoping. I was sad. I'm like, damn, like, is they gonna hatch? Because like she was just hoping that they was gonna hatch or something. They never hatched. So she just kept having more. They would die, and she would have more, and she would just sit there next to her eggs. That's sad, but that's what happened, y'all. That's literally what happened. But I would talk to her, like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like going up to the tank and be like, grandson, like tapping on her stuff and talking to her and put my hand up there. I feel like she was sad. That is sad. But the cats are still here. And they're healthy. They here. I don't know where they are. Come here, girl. Come here, fat kid. If she want to say hi, she on the floor right here. That's sad. Yeah, it was sad. Me and my daughter was trying to figure out ways, though, to like try to get some fish here or something, you know, but we also had to be careful too, because the type of snail she is, we have to be careful with the type of fish that we're putting in there with her. Like, we couldn't get the betta fish with her in there because they was going to eat her. You know, so we had to make sure we didn't get a predatory fish as well to keep her company. But we didn't want to get another snail because it was blowing our minds how many eggs she was laying. So they can lay between 50 and 500 eggs every time they lay eggs. And she was pushing like 200 every time she would lay eggs, except her last clutch was probably closer to like 50, like right before she died or whatever, you know? But I don't know what to say about that, but I was sad. She took everything out of the tank, though. We cleaned it, but she took everything out. So there's nothing. It's just water in there and sand. There ain't none of the decorations are in there or nothing. We got to put something in there, though. Come here, girl. You want to say hi? Come here, baby. Come here. Say hi to your baby. Say hi to your baby. You don't want to say hi? You're not going to look at the camera and say no? No. Okay, baby. I'm going to just sit here. But I'm glad y'all chill with me. For real. It's good to come and hang out with y'all. I'm going to come with a message, but it's probably going to be a couple days. If I don't get one on this one, it's probably going to be a couple of days because I got to work. And I really do, like, appreciate my sleep. I do. I feel like I need to sleep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep me young. And I don't want to work too much. That's one thing I don't want to do because I am, like, older because I still feel young and I still look young. But I'm still older, but I don't want to be, like, overworking myself because I feel like that's going to age me. I ain't doing that shit. I'm not going to be doing no hard-ass nothing. Okay, soft girl life. Soft girl life. Oh, the cat over here having a little hard time. She's like, I need to cuddle. Okay, girl. I don't even know where the other two kittens is. All right, y'all. I ain't finna make y'all bored because I ain't really talking about shit. I still ain't finished my shot. I gotta finish my shot before I go, though. I'm finna finish it. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank y'all for shooting the shits with me. I said whatever it turns out to be. I was gonna have to drink by myself, but I'm glad y'all had a drink with me. Straight up. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that has happened since I've been going off of the internet? No. No, y'all. I really be to myself. I really be by myself. I told y'all I'd be working on my music, but it's mostly because I like to hear myself. Now she back up here. Like, I like to hear my own voice. So I put I set my little studio up. I got my little portable studio, and I put the headphones on, and I can hear my voice like back to myself. So I just be singing and shit. Sometimes I record my own music. Sometimes I'm just singing other people's songs, but I like to do it a cappella. I don't like to have no music in the background because I want to hear me. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I be doing when I'm not on live, and really like when I'm not at work. So instead of going live, that's the shit I be doing. Sometimes I go in the bathroom because it's like an echo in there because I got that wet bath in my bathroom. So, like, it's an echo in there. So I be understanding. And I do be recording it. But I just don't post it. You know? But I do be doing that and shit. And I have been writing some poetry and shit like that. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. I've been writing some poetry. And the reason I don't be going live is because sometimes I don't be feel like tapping in all the fucking time to other people's energy. I don't. It's a lot. And then I already be going through a lot. Like I go through a lot of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but I do have gifts to share with the world. But sometimes my piece just be more important. Sometimes I'm doing nothing at all. I'm just sitting at home. But I ain't going live on no social media platforms or nothing. Them other two cats is playing. Cat lady. I ain't no cat lady, but I am in a way. But I'm not. Because I still like human interaction, but just not much. Not much human interaction, but I do like human interaction. That's why I be smoking, because I feel like I need something to like counteract this. Because it's still burning my throat. And I still haven't. How many times did it take me to take this drink, y'all? I mean, this is ridiculous. I might as well just give it up, right? I shouldn't even be drinking. I'm sorry, I was just having a revelation within my mind. Like, you bitch, you can't even take a whole fucking shot, bitch. I mean, you can, but you have to take it in increments, which means you're not really a drinker, bitch. But you do like how it makes you feel. But you know why I'm not really a drinker? Because, like, the person that raised me, the father, I don't really talk about him much. Because he really didn't do me that wrong other than being involved in my kidnapping and being a sheriff, right? But he really didn't do me that wrong. But he did do some wrong shit. But he was an alcoholic, but he was a functioning alcoholic. And he didn't molest me that I can remember. Like, I don't remember him ever touching me or nothing like that, but he was an alcoholic. He just needed it to function, and I didn't really like that part because I loved him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the father figure that I had, right? So I didn't really like the part that he was an alcoholic, but he still was nice to me when he was being drunk or whatever. Maybe that's why he was nice, because his ass was drunk. I don't know. But just seeing him like that and seeing him, like, depend on it made me not really want it to ever have to be like an alcoholic. And I was afraid because I was like, I didn't know I was like a kidnapped child, right? So I was thinking, like, this is probably in your bloodline. At a very young age, I was thinking, like, if that's your daddy, bitch, then this is probably in your bloodline. You don't want to go that route. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just never really been a drinker. But I do like the way that liquor makes me feel. It's just I have to be able to swallow it to get there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, these people wanted to drug me and all type of shit, like, through liquor. How you gonna do that shit, bitch? I barely drink. And if I am drinking, it's gonna be by myself. How you gonna do that shit, bitch? Try to figure it out. How you gonna drug me, bitch? How? Or lace me, because they tried it, y'all. But I've been like this for years. I've always been like this. My whole life. My whole entire life. Like, the way that I think now, minus, like, the strength that I carry, because I was, like, very, like, I want to say naive. And I want to say naive because I have a big heart. And I'm very loving, and I carry a healing energy. And everybody that I meet, I always was giving them the benefit of the doubt of being a good person and something like that. And that's how I always got played, because I would always just be thinking, like, I'm seeing the good in humanity, and you really got to really pay attention, because some people just ain't got no good in them. Okay? Some people just don't have no good in them. But it is what it is. You say your grandpa was like that? Right on, grandpa. Mm. What y'all think? We could drink together virtually? Y'all think I'm gonna be able to hang with y'all? It's just one shot. And y'all could probably already tell the difference on my, like, I'm not really a drinker though. But what's some of the things y'all want to see? I got some people on here. What's some of the things y'all want to see on the channel? Because I'm really, like, I don't have shit to do. It's 7:58. I got off work so early today, y'all. Tell me what y'all want to see on the channel, or what y'all want to do, or whatever. Or y'all just waiting on me to do some shit. I don't know. But I got off early today. I wasn't supposed to be off until 7, but then my boss was like, "Hey, you want to work an earlier shift for me?" You'll get off early. And my goal is to be in the house by the time the sun sets, because I don't like to be outside, because I'm a feminine woman and I don't like to be out in these streets. I need to be in the house by the time the sun go down. Unless it's like an occasion I'm finna go out or something. You get what I'm saying? But I need to be in the house. That's where I need to be, because I'm divine and I'm chosen and I need to be preserved. So stay your ass in the house, bitch. You don't need to be out here in these streets. You know? I ain't never been out in the streets ever. Okay? You said alcohol, so fun going in. But the hangover and the aftermath is what stops me unless I'm getting my cheeks clapped. Okay. Or it's a huge celebration. I refrain from drinking. I mean, cheek clapping celebrations are a good time to have a shot or two. I don't disagree with that. But we shouldn't be cheek clapping unless we have our divine counterpart, which sucks. I mean, you can cheek clap if you want to. Just be careful, I guess. You know what I'm saying? You can cheek clap, but people is crazy, so you got to be careful. I don't even be caring about like views and shit like that. I just be caring about loyalty. I just be caring about like people that fuck with me for real. So thank y'all for being here. TY, Miss Pam, LH, all of y'all. Thank y'all for being here, because I give a fuck about genuine people. And this ain't no internet shit. Okay? For the people that I feel like was truly loyal in my soul, I don't give a fuck that you're behind a profile. In Truth Gang, I know who is really Truth Gang and who been loyal to me. We gonna meet. I keep saying that. We gonna meet in real life. Okay? And we gonna kick it. He said, no, you can't hang with me. Drinking out that little bottle. You said, I'm drinking out the big bottle. Shit, I'm gonna still be like this with the little bottle, like choking on that shit. I could probably outsmoke you though. I can smoke somebody up underneath the table, boy. I've been a smoker for a long time. I love marijuana. I'm in love with Mary Jane. That's the lesbian shit right there. Maybe that's the lesbian shit that the family was talking about. Because I'm in love with Mary Jane. Okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I do. I ain't never really been no drinker, but I do like mixed drinks and stuff like that. But I don't like them too strong. But like if I go like to go eat, because y'all know I love them restaurants. If I go eat or something like that, then I like a good mixed drink. I'll have like a mixed drink in the shop. So I'm like, right, and I'll be driving. I'll be catching Ubers and lifts and shit. You know. He said, oh, not longer than me. He said, girl, I get my clapped every once in a while. But I swear I'm slutted out. Girl. That's your business. What was that? Who was that? Tabitha Brown? I'm Auntie Tabitha. Girl, that's your business. You said, I can smoke worse than Snoop. Oh, yeah, me too, man. I've been a smoker for a long time. But I've always liked to smoke by myself. Smoke by myself, drink by myself. What is that? Do everything by my goddamn self. Yeah, that's always been me, though. Except when I was like a teenager, because I had a strong group of friends. I was just thinking the other day, I'm just talking on this live, what the fuck. But anyways, I was just thinking the other day that the best times that I had in my life was with the people that I went to school with. That's the best times that I had in my life. That's why I guess the death of my friend Terrence Curry hit me so hard, because those days was literally the happiest time of my life. Like my best friend, Lil Keith, the one that they had killed his ass, right? And Tommy and just the other Keith that lived in the big white house, just everybody, all of my friends that I grew up with as a teenager and shit, like before I had kids, before I got married, like that was some fun ass motherfucking times. And that family wasn't really watching me like they should have been watching me and all that shit. But I got to do some shit. That's why I didn't let my kids do anything. But I was still a virgin until I got married though. But I was out here smoking weed and shit and probably staying out all night and all that other shit. But I was not having sex until I got married, because I was in the I was still brainwashed and shit like that. But my group of friends, we had a lot of fun and a lot of memories. And that was just the best part of the life that from the past that I can remember, to where I was like truly like the happiness. I never liked the mother still, but I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't listening to her anyways, because I told you the way she was treating me. I didn't feel like the bitch was my mama, so I didn't listen to her no fucking ways, you know. But I still had a good time with the people that I grew up with. Everybody, everybody, except Cindy, bitch. You can fucking burn in hell. I was gonna say a drunk mind speaks the sober truth, but I literally had one shot. So that wouldn't be a drunk mind. He said, I've been smoking since 17 and I'm 60 plus. Your picture, you do not look 60 plus, girl. Are you black? Because black don't crack. You look black. Are you black? He said, I tell everybody I'll go to church when they get a smoking section, okay? I'll tell them I'll go to church when Jesus show up. He said, Negroes think I am. What they think, you slutted out, girl? I mean, I've never really had anybody think that I was slutted out, but I've had people lie and say I was slutted out, like the family that I grew up in. I've had people lie and say shit like that, but I've not really had anybody really truly believe that. But it is what it is. Fuck what they think, girl. Fuck what they think. As long as you do what you're supposed to be doing on your individual journey, and we know about the holy horrors now. We ain't calling you no whore, but remember we talked about this price a long time ago on this channel. We talked about the holy horrors, right? And those are the ones that have like healing cootamongers and shit like that, like sex. I need sexual healing. Sexual healing is something that's good for me. Okay, right. So those type of people, but they have like a spiritual power to where they can actually heal you with their fucking cooter or their wand. Yes, their cooter. Okay, the charcuterie. The charcuterie. Woo! The charcuterie. Okay, that was funny as hell. Yeah, I can't have more than a couple shots, y'all. I can't. If somebody told you I had more than a couple shots, they fucking roofied me or something, okay? Because I don't do that. I know my limits. But anyways. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's much easier to be happy than it is to be sitting here crying about fucking all the shit that I went through. I'm telling you, it is so much fucking easier for me to just be cool, man. Just be cool. I did the human part, which is speak. And now I just need to be happy. And the divine alignments and the divine time and the right people and everything, they're going to take care of my situation. That's what they're going to do. Period. And I'm just going to be happy in between. You said I've been accused of some slut shit, but I'm only a slut towards my man. Ain't nothing wrong with being a slut towards your man. Like, I align with that. Towards your man, though. You get what I'm saying? I align with that. You know? You're going to use that? Your charcuterie? But you know what? When I was younger in my teenagers and shit like that, that's when I laughed the most. And I think that's probably why it was the best times and shit. And I also, like, the music and shit was, like, flowing through me. I was the fucking baddest fucking female freestylist there fucking was in St. Louis. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And people that hung out with me, they know I'm telling the truth. They know I'm telling the truth. Music is my biz, bro. Like, they know I'm telling the fucking truth. But I don't really freestyle. And, like, it's fucking you up, y'all. Because I started to grow spiritually. And that's why I stopped freestyling. Because I started to fucking grow spiritually. And then I realized that my words were powerful. And then when you freestyle, you're not really thinking about what the fuck you're saying. You're just trying to rhyme shit and make it sound good. And then you're speaking, you're using your words, you're misusing them. And that's an abuse of power according to the spiritual laws, right? So that's why I stopped freestyling. So I was like, I'm just going to fucking write. And then life started happening, and I fucking stopped writing. But I still write every now and then. But I gotta be like in my emotions or like something like that. I'm still laughing at that because you typed it out, so now it's an actual word because now you spelled it out. But anyways, how long have you been on here? 1:35:04. All right, I guess this is long enough. I guess I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me and the laughs and the wisdom and all the other shit. And taking a shot with me. I'm finna take this hair down. Baby, I'm just trying to let my head down. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna let this hair down. And I'm probably gonna find something to watch. It's still early though, y'all. It's still fucking early. Get your ass down. Where's my spray bottle? I don't got a spray bottle. I got this empty water bottle, and that's what I be throwing at my cats. They're empty. But when I don't have my spray bottle near, then this is the best weapon. Because it's not going to hurt them. And I got good aim. So I can just hit them like right in the back of their shit, like, with the water bottle from across the room. I don't even got to move. It's like a water bottle. It's shock them the same. They be stopping doing what they doing. You know? It's not cat abuse. It's empty water. It ain't going to hurt them. I promise you. They gonna stop. They gonna stop doing whatever the fuck they ain't supposed to be doing. I'm a black cat mama. I don't whip my cats, but I would spray them and I would throw shit at their ass. Don't let me have a house shoe. It's going. Okay? It's going towards the cat. That's doing some shit she ain't supposed to be doing. But anyways, y'all, let me get off here. I'm finna rewatch this live and see how one shot of liquor affected me. I don't know what I'm finna do. I know I'm finna be bored, so I don't even know why I'm finna end this live because I know I'm finna be bored. But I don't want to deliver a message because then I'm gonna have to get all serious. And I don't want to get all serious. It's gonna ruin it. It's gonna fucking ruin it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna be chilling for 3 days after that. I'm gonna be chilling. Okay, so but I got to work 2 long ass shifts, so I'll probably be back after them 2 long ass shifts. Getting money in this motherfucker. But anyways, I love y'all so much. Even if you have a chill day and you have a shot every now and then, you smoke some weed. You're still one with the divine infinite all, and the divine infinite all lives inside of you. Remember that shit. Okay? You are the shit. Okay? And nobody compares to you. Nobody can replace your energy. Nobody can do it better than you. Okay? Period. Nobody can do what you do. Okay? Period. Because you. Bars. Shit. Okay? Bars. I'm just telling you. For real, for real. So keep being authentic. Keep being yourself. Keep standing in your truth. Keep standing up for injustice, okay? Keep speaking up when people do your ass wrong, okay? Keep walking the fuck away when motherfuckers do you wrong, okay? You say, yes, you are the bomb. You are. On grits. That's what that look like they say. I know what you meant, but I'm just saying on grits, okay? On Al Green. Same as on grits. Straight up, okay? But anyways, I love y'all so much. The next time I come back, we are going to do a message. I'm just testing out my comment section, though, for real, for real. That's why I keep the comments on, because I'm trying to see if my trolls don't come. And if I deliver a message, how they going to come. They ain't come. Okay? I said OG, old gangster. Okay. Gang, gang. Okay? But I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for hanging out with me, because I was going to be bored hanging out without y'all. Well, probably not. I probably would have just been singing and shit, which is what I'm probably going to do. Because what the fuck else am I going to do? Because it's early. So yeah, I think I'm finna do that. I'm finna play around with my studio equipment. And feed into my gifts. Maybe I'll make some shit. And y'all get to hear a new song. But I got some songs that I've been working on, but I'm just like redoing them. Like trying to like get them right. And then I'm gonna pay for the rights to the song. And then I'll put them on the channel. And then you guys can see them. Because I be coming with that hard shit. So I've been working on a meditation. An ancestor meditation. And I think that's the one I'm going to do. Like, okay, because I've been working on ancestor meditation. And it's going to immediately bring in the ancestors in the room, okay? And I'm going to let y'all hear it, but I can't let y'all hear it until I pay for the rights for the, you know, the music and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let y'all hear it because I'm going to pay for them rights. And then tell me how quick the ancestors come around you. Tell me how quick. Because I know how to get them in the room, okay? Even with my 1 shot of liquor and some weed. I could do it on some shrooms. I could do it sober. Okay? Because that's how connected I am. I'm just saying. Period. And then this is something else about divine chosen ones that I also, I'm gonna get the fuck off of here, but I have to say why it's on my mind. Okay. But this was something that I also noticed. Divine chosen ones can like do shit, like drink, smoke. They can fucking do shrooms or whatever they fucking do. They can pop beans, X pills, whatever they do, and they won't get addicted because they have the ability to stop, like instantly. They got the ability to stop shit. Period. Because they're chosen and they know how to detach from shit. They're not codependent, right? So you can literally have fun if you are aligned properly. And you will not attach to anything. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm telling you. Just saying. I'm not condoning anybody doing any crazy shit. But I'm just saying, if you are chosen, you possess the ability to not get addicted to shit because you would have mastered the art of detachment. You know that whatever that feeling is a temporary feeling. Just like with the shrooms, with the weed and all that shit. You know that shit a temporary feeling. You know that shit ain't gonna last forever. Okay? You're not gonna hold on to that for nothing. Because it's just a moment in time. You know what I'm saying? It's just a moment in time. That's all it is. And I still got some shrooms left, y'all, but I ain't done none in like 6 months, something like that. Because you can't do those every day. But the conditions have to be right. And I can't be working like all the time. I would not do no shit like that if I had to fucking work, man, because I got to concentrate. Because I deal with money and I ain't fucking up the church's money. I'm not fucking up the church's money. Period. Okay? So that ain't going to happen. So I got to find me some time. And when I do shit like that, like the shrooms and shit, that's all natural. Okay? When I do the shrooms and shit like that, I really be like going in deep thought, writing good music and writing good poetry because I can put my thoughts like in perspective. You know? And you only need to do it like once because you're not going to be high for like 3 days, but your mind will have been open, like you open doors and shit. So your mind would have been open. So like you'll be able to literally tap in like for a while into some deeper shit than what you would normally be able to do. Just doing it once. Okay. But anyways, you said, I'm glad you came to see us. I'm glad y'all came to see me. Shit. Truth gang. I'm glad y'all came to see me. I'm glad for y'all loyalty. I'm glad for y'all time. I'm glad for just y'all knowing me. Hold on. I got to throw a water bottle. Get your ass down. Get the warning first. Get in. I'm finna get your ass. Get in. Get in. Get in. Okay, I missed. She's still there too. But whatever. Anyways, bye y'all. Because I gotta go. Because my cat is doing shit and I don't have my spray bottle, so I gotta get her ass. But I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later.